It's fast, it's furious, and it's unforgiving. The third round of the Speed Indian National Rally Championship, the Rally of Coimbatore. A bustling and a busy city, known as the home of Indian rallying, Coimbatore has produced some of the best tuners and drivers of the country. And it was that time of the year once again when the industrious city transforms into a dynamic hub of racing aspirations. With the competition heading into the third phase, the scene was set for a battle royale as the championship was running close in all classes after the first two rounds. So strap your seat belts and get ready for some bone-rattling action. Organized by the Coimbatore Auto Sports Club, the sweeping expanse of the windmill farms in Kethanur forms the majestic backdrop of the two-day event. Flagged off from Jenny's Club, the rally would then move on to the scenic Kethanur windmill farms, where awaiting the drivers would be the special stages. LMW with a distance of 11.25 kilometers, Premier with 14.74 kilometers, and finally 11.8 kilometers constituting Tex Tool. Repeating the course 3 times, the competitors would cover a distance of 114.97 kilometers and finishing with the 2-kilometer long super special stage at the PSG Ganga Naidu Charities Trust grounds. With 43 entries from all over the country, the Coimbatore Rally put forth its best effort yet to make this a perfect championship round.
It's a youth coming back from the south, especially from Coimbatore. Again, Coimbatore has done wonders. The CISC club has brought in a lot of youth back into INRC. I would like to thank the CISC, who are the organizer of the third round of Speed Indian National Rally Championship. I feel very nice because it's not only my effort, it's the entire team. I'm talking about federation, I'm talking about the clubs, I'm talking especially about the individual entries, competitors, teams, and the media, and everybody, all of us, and especially Annabelle also.
Coming off a hot and humid round at Chennai, the drivers looked at ease in the cooler climes of Coimbatore as they got ready for a first look at the track.
Very nice. The Recce car also is performing well. We are just set up with the same rally suspension and all. So really helping us do the main event tomorrow. And the terrain is really pretty good, very fast. Unlike the last year, they really made it well.
All the slope parts which I hated in Coimbatore are gone. So obviously the organizer worked a lot on the stages and they have a lot of fast flowing corners. So looking forward to the event. As far as the surface goes, obviously Coimbatore second round has to get rough. That's what the nature of the land is. But let's see what happens, and we're looking forward to the event.
The rough part still, has reduced, but it's going to turn out to be rough considering 7 stages tomorrow. Looking forward to the challenge eagerly.
This year I find this Coimbatore round slightly much more faster than the last year. Though the corners are smoothened off and certain corners are widened up. Maybe as the rally proceeds, the gypsies and maybe the N+ categories they go, it might turn up to be very bouncy.
The general consensus, a good track and capable of withstanding the 3-day pounding from the heavy-duty machines. While it was a thumbs up for the Coimbatore track from the drivers and the co-drivers, there was one clear message they all sent out: go all out. But before we dive into the action on the exhaustive dirt tracks of the windmill farms, let's take a quick peek into one of the most integral aspects of a rally car. Rallying is a sport that demands perfect harmony between man and machine, Little wonder then that the drivers and their teams spend unlimited hours modifying, fixing and preparing their vehicles. Today on Speed Tech Talk, we dwell upon the exhaust system and its significance in the cars.
The exhaust system definitely is a very important part of a race car or a rally car. And here we have the free flow exhaust system. As you would have heard it, it's very, very loud. A, it sounds good. B, it obviously gives us a lot more power. It's quite free. When I say free flowing, I say because we can take out all the catalytic converters, which are usually there in a normal standard car, and which prevents high flow of the gases which come out of the exhaust. So it gives us about I'd say 10 to 12% increase in the engine BHP, and it sounds good, and it tells all the spectators that we're coming in quite fast. The whole system shouldn't cost you a bomb. I mean, because they're made out of special steel or sometimes aluminium or some other various equipment that you can hire, but I think it should be in a few thousands. It depends on what spec you want to go, because there are different portions of the exhaust where you can buy, and usually we run the whole system, which comes right from the front, from the engine, which goes right to the back. So I think should cost you definitely under lakhs for sure. It shouldn't be so expensive.
So far, the championship had thrown up a straight contest between MRF teammates Gaurav Gill, who won the first round at Nashik, and Amit Rachit Ghosh, who bagged the top honours in the second round at Chennai. Both drivers, now looking to stretch the lead, seemed ready for the battle ahead. And before the adrenaline rush took over, the drivers headed to the local cafe Coffee Day for some much-needed caffeine and conversation.
I want the coffee with the trophy.
The 2000N Plus category took off with a bang, and the competition was dominated almost entirely by Team MRF in the first few stages. Gaurav Gill, Amit Rachit Ghosh, Lohitars and Arjun Balu all kept the red flag flying high. Privateer Arjun Aru Rao was also thick in the fray as he jockeyed around for a strong position. As Team MRF was making headway, a spicy battle ensued between Gill and Ghosh. Nothing could deter the two MRF comrades from trying to outstrip the other. But disaster struck for Ghosh in Super Stage 2 as electronic problems rendered him unable to race for the remainder of the stages. As his car vanished from the track, so did his hopes of getting a podium in this leg of the championship. Next casualty for Team MRF was Lohitars, when a broken drive shaft in SS4 took him out of the running for the rest of the stages.
Nice rally to drive, but unfortunately we had problems right from the beginning, and we had to stop because gear selector rod is broken. And morning also we had some electrical problems, so it's been bad this rally, and we have dropped out today.
The contest was now between Gaurav Gill, Arjun Aru Rao and Arjun Balu. Making best use of the cool conditions, speed wizard Gill hit the pedal to the metal, blazing the tracks in his Mitsubishi Cedia. And even though his power steering gave way and he lost 7 seconds, the 29-year-old ended the leg with a comfortable 29-second lead over Arjun Aru Rao of AR Racing.
We're quite lucky in the last run. There's something wrong, majorly wrong with the power steering unit, and I'd say we were lucky because we just had to run that stage only, and we had service after that stage. If we didn't have service, I'm sure we would have it wouldn't have been so good, and we would have definitely ended up with a lot more, with bigger issues. But it's been good, smooth sailing so far. It's been a good day for us, and we've got a comfortable lead.
Veteran of many rallies, Arjun Balu made most of the day as he steered his machine to the limit and clocked fastest time in SS4 of 9 minutes 34.9 seconds. The second leg saw the return of Amitrajit Ghosh and Lohitars. With their cars back in shape, the drivers geared up to give the rest of the field a run for their money. Amitrajit Ghosh reasserted himself as he went on to clock fastest times in stages 8 and 9. Meanwhile, Arjun Arur Rao, a strong contender for the top spot, was close on heels of race leader Gaurav Gill. But it was catastrophe for Team AR Racing when Arur's car went off the road in stage 8, effectively ending the day and the rally for him. The Mangalorean had no choice but to retire.
It's another DNF, really disappointing after a very good day of yesterday. So just 4 more rallies to go and to fight for the championship.
Lohitars, returning from his early exit on leg 1, drove like a speed demon, although his chances of a podium finish had already ended in leg 1. For Gaurav Gill, who started the second leg with a 29-second edge, the top spot was very much in reach and he could afford to ease off the throttle a bit for the rest of the stages. And with just a super special stage to go, the 2000 N+ class already had a clear winner. In the 2000cc category, Bangalore speedster Vikram Devadasan pushed his CDR to the hilt as he rallied to gain the top spot against Karna Kudur and his co-driver Sumunita Ghosh, the only lady in the rally. Shailendra Hegde, who had moved up from the 1600cc class in his first outing in the 2000 category, was already putting up a spirited performance. An early casualty came in the form of Gaurav Sudan, as he faced problems in the very first special stage and had to retire for the day. Even though he came back fighting on day 2, he was dogged by bad luck as his car rolled off in special stage 9, putting paid to his efforts of a decent finish. Coimbatore has always been a happy hunting ground for Kudur and Ghosh as they made their winning debut here in 2009. And the track once again seemed to favour the duo. Leg 2 witnessed the Mysore lad display his mastery in the 2000cc category as he went on to take the lead in special stages 8 and 9. Editor of Overdrive magazine, Shirish Chandran, along with co-driver Nikhil Pai, came back with a renewed vigour as he slowly but steadily gained the lead over Shailendra Hegde and Rahul Kantraj. The day, though, took a turn for the worse for the leader of leg 1, Vikram Devadasan, as he lost precious time and slipped lower down the order. By the end of the special stages, there was no doubt in anyone's mind that Kudur brand had emerged leaders in the 2000 class as well as placed 3rd overall.
It was a clean run, a good drive. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we got the difference down to 4 seconds. Definitely going to go for it. Not something that we're going to go back off right now.